So it's the funniest thing because this goes back to like cooperative economics. We were just talking about raising money. I do think there's an opportunity within our community to pool money cooperatively and help fund ourselves. Another conversation that we can talk about. But so the Patel family, the Patels are an ethnic Indian group, like from the country India, Southeast Asians. It's an ethnic group that migrated to Uganda, and they began opening businesses. And under the reign of Idi Amin, who was, a dictator type of leader, he felt that foreigners were getting too much of the business, too much of natural resources, too much of the land. So he kicked the foreigners out of Uganda and reclaimed these, the natural resources and businesses for the country itself. And so this group of Patels, who among the businesses they had in Uganda were hotels, they had to flee the country and they went elsewhere. And what they did was they took their know-how from running businesses and running hotels in Uganda to where they settled. And they all pooled their money and bought hotels like as a cooperative. And they fired all the labor there, and they were the labor. They worked for free in support of the bigger vision of getting this hotel to financially perform. So they lived in the hotel, they worked the hotel, which means that they could compete on price because, well, we're not paying these high labor costs because we're doing it and we're willing to make that sacrifice. So they had a successful model because they could price low, which means it was attractive for people to come and stay in hotels because it was cheaper. They copy and pasted that model. And you guys can trace this back. Don't take my word for it. I mean, this is like history that is studied and documented. And today, that ethnic group, the Patels, we think it's just a last name. It's an ethnic group that now has like 80% of the hotel real estate to this day in this country under their ownership because they built up that capacity, they built up the kind of capital, they built up the understanding, they built up the competitive edge to be really good at that. But and they did so by executing cooperatively as a group.